Hey guys, so today I'm going to do the mommy tag, and it's just a list of questions, so I'm going to go ahead and get started so it doesn't take too long. Number 1, are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom? I am both. I stay home with Cadence, and I also am a Scentsy consultant. So, number 2, would you have it any other way? No, I love being able to stay home and cook and clean and stuff during the day so that I'm not rushed when I get home. But I also, some days, just some days, not very many days, miss being able to work in a working environment and have friends like that. Number 3, co-sleep. When Cadence was first born, she slept in my bed because Kevin was in Austin and I was living in Houston, and she did not like the bassinet, so I tended to fall asleep if she was in the bed, and she would fall asleep too. Number 4, one must have gear for baby. A pacifier. We called it a shushy, and a swing. Those two things were a big must in our life. Number 5, how many kids do you plan on having? Right now, I think I'm kind of going back and forth between, we already have one and I'm not sure if I'm going to have another, but I know that at the most only 2. So we already have one, so maybe when Cadence is 5, which is 2 years away, maybe we'll consider having another. It's just because since I can't drive with my health conditions, but I am going to get there eventually, one day at a time, right? I want to be able to take the babies to go do things, meaning Cadence and the new baby, and you know, just be able to run them around and not have to depend on Kevin for everything. Number 6, date night. How many nights or day per month? Right now, if it's just Kevin and I alone, I would say once a month. We would eventually like it to be once a week, like every Friday or something, but we don't have, I mean, we have family where we moved to, Colorado, but they're like 2 hours away. So we have to pay for a babysitter, and that can be pricey. So we're paying for a babysitter and we're paying to go on our date. So we're trying to balance it out and kind of figure out like a routine. We're hoping that we can start doing it once a week. Number 7, your child's favorite show. Anything on Sprout or PBS. I think that she's pretty much all for that. We've kind of moved away from PBS and are starting to get into Sprout, which has more toddler shows rather than, I mean, I guess PBS has it too, but she tends to like Sprout more than PBS. So anything on Sprout. Number 8, name one thing you bought before you had your baby that you never ended up using. I didn't buy it, my dad bought it, and I wanted it. It was a bassinet. I mean, probably used it at the most maybe a month, and then she just really didn't like to sleep in it, so we hardly used it at all, and it was a huge waste of money. So we ended up selling it in the garage sale that my dad had, and somebody else got to use it. But that was one thing. And Dr. Brown's bottles, we used them, but they sucked. And I had a friend that was like, these are awesome, they're the best. And we just really didn't care for them that much. We went through lots of bottles to find the perfect one, because all babies are different. Keep that in mind. All babies are different. Okay. Number 9, your child's favorite food. We love yogurt, or she loves yogurt. I don't really care for it, but Cadence loves yogurt. The like little tubes yogurts. Let's see, carrots, apples, just real healthy stuff. She doesn't really ask for like junk food. She loves cod, fish. She's very healthy. Number 10, how many cars does your family have? We have one truck. I had a Ford Focus back in 2008, and January 2009, a guy rear-ended me. It was in the middle of the day. I was at a complete dead stop at a red light, and he just creamed the back of my car, totaled it. And then after that, I was driving around in Kevin's truck, and then I got really sick, and so now I was told I can't drive because I was passing out and all kinds of crazy stuff. But hopefully eventually I want to get like a Dodge Nitro or something like that. But for right now, we have one vehicle, and it is the truck. Number 11, weight gain before pregnancy, during, and after. When I first became pregnant, I was, I think, 102. And then during pregnancy, I gained about 50 to 60 pounds. Kind of fluctuated because I had preeclampsia, and so I swelled real bad and retained water real bad. And then after I lost it all, I mean, like within that week, I completely was back down to what I was. My stomach was flat. And then we lived in Austin, and I was home all the time and started getting postpartum, what is it called? Postpartum depression, I think. And Kevin was at school and work all the time, and I was home with the baby, and she was staying up, and it was just crazy. And so I'd find myself eating like brownies and stuff, and so I started ended up gaining like a lot of weight. And then I got really sick and got back down to what I was, and then kind of now I'm at 114. But my skin on my stomach and on my legs, my hips are always going to be wider now that I've had a baby. She was a big baby. But I'm 114, but I don't look 114, if that makes sense. Dream vacation with your kiddos. I really, really, really want to go on like a Disney cruise. I think that would be so much fun. Disneyland, Hawaii. I just saw that Hawaii has a new Disney themed, but like Disney themed right now is kind of what a dream vacation. Number 13, dream vacation without your kids. I would have to say another cruise again, Vegas, Hawaii, Bahamas, just anything would be awesome. We went on a cruise in 2010, the very beginning of 2010, and that was really nice. How has your life changed since your baby has been born? Well, before I wasn't as sick, I was able to do normal day stuff. Not having enough time to do me stuff, or just being able to get up and go. We had to plan everything, that kind of thing. Number 15, finish the sentence. It makes my heart melt to see Cadence with babies. She just loves babies. She has so much love in her heart, just like her daddy. I mean, I have a lot of love, but like, I guess we're all the same, because as soon as I see a baby, like my heart just like fills up with love and joy for it. But Cadence just, she's just so sweet to babies. And then another thing is, we just got her pictures made at the Picture People, and it was just such a difference from when we got her pictures done at when she was a year old, and then to now. She's 3 years, 5 months, and she just completely took over the show. She was like, I want to pose like this, I want to do this, I want to do that, and I'm just like, what happened? And I started crying. So that made my heart melt too, that she's growing up. Number 16, where do you shop for kids? We usually go to, if it's Kevin and I buying, we go to Oshkosh, Kohl's, the Children's Place, and that's usually where we stay. Target maybe, depending on what's out. Favorite makeup and skincare products. My favorite makeup is like Urban Decay. I don't know. I can't just necessarily say that, because in my little makeup containers, this is just like one of them. I have my Naked palette. I've got Maybelline, Milani, NYX, Wet n Wild. Here's another. I just have like a variety of different things. But my first, if I'm doing my eyeshadow, the first thing I reach for is my Naked palette from Urban Decay, and I'll just give you a quick preview. If you want to learn about like my skincare routine and stuff like that, I do have a beauty channel, and I will link that down below, and you can go over there and subscribe and see like how I do my makeup and hair and all that kind of stuff. Number 18, Huggies diaper jeans, yay or nay? I think they're cute, but they're a waste of money, because I mean, they're not going to see the diaper. So I'd have to say nay. Number 19, have you always wanted kids? I think since the day I came out of my mom's womb, I wanted a baby. I always had baby dolls. I always took care of them. I always was like the neighborhood nanny. Everybody came to me to have their kids watched, and there was a family that lived across the street, and I always watched their kids. So yes, I always wanted kids. I wanted 2 kids, and I think right now 1 is good enough. And the last one is number 20, and it is, what is the best part about being a mom? The unconditional love that you have being a mom, I think, is like the biggest thing. Being a mom can be sometimes extremely stressful. The love that you have for your child, being a mother, is just unbelievable. But hearing, I remember like all the little first things, like her first word was mama, and she was like mama, 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 and I just lit up because it was amazing that she recognized that that was me, and that like she associated mama with me. And her first solid foods and her first walk, I will never forget. We had been at the mall, and we were just kind of holding on to her and letting her do her little steps. And we got home, and I was like, babe, I really think that I think she's gonna walk today. And he was like, no, don't let her walk today. Wait till I get home. And he ended up, I think, having to go to work. I think he had just left to go to work. And I swear, like as soon as he got in the car to leave, she started taking her first steps. And that moment was just completely amazing. There's just so, like, the milestones, especially when you're a stay-at-home mom and you're teaching them and you're with them every day, and then they start achieving things that you've been working on. It's just completely amazing. There's so many things. I could go on and on. So I want everybody who is a mom to do this tag. I think it's just a fun tag and kind of getting ways to know you and baby a little bit better. I could have sworn that there was a question that said, what is your child's favorite book? But I can't seem to find it, so I'm just going to include it. Her favorite book right now is Bee and Me, and the author is right here. And it's just a super cute book about bees and how you don't need to be scared of them and things like that, which is super great. I won't go through all of it because of copyright reasons, but the end of the book has more about our bee friends, and there's more facts and stuff. So this is kind of cool to check out. And I will see y'all soon. I hope that everybody has a great day, and remember, think positive thoughts. Bye, guys.